next year's it's been a great experience. You guys out there will love it if you come on it next year. It's enjoyable.
Don't miss out on it.
Amazing. Yes, guys, don't miss out. Don't miss out on the
So join up for next year.
Woo! Yes. Bye, guys.
Bye.
It's probably a staff meeting.
You could have told us, you know. I could have done some cooking, you see, and then I'd have got told off.
She's so hyper.
I know.
So that was the only bit of filming I did this week. On Monday we had a very chilled out day. The only hard thing we did was sit through a lecture about how amazing university life is. Tuesday took us to Victoria Baths. We did some photography, street dancing and some boxercise in an empty swimming pool. On the third day we planned out a little bit of our social action plan, which we now know is cleaning some graveyards and visiting some old people. We ended up going to Bowden, which is where our social action activity is taking place, but instead of actually doing some work and like looking at all the areas and stuff, we ended up just going to the local park and befriending a squirrel called Billy. Because that's what you do in parks, you feed squirrels ham sandwiches. Thursday was results day for 2 people in Team Parado because they were doing A-levels, so they had the morning off, while the girls in Team Parado were locked outside of our rooms because our leader had disappeared with the key for over an hour and we really needed the loo. Turns out she actually went to the hospital with one of the other people because they'd got an infected cut or something, so I'll let her off for that. In the afternoon we had a tour around the Lowry Theatre, which was amazing because we got to go on the stage of 2 of the theatres there, so that was really cool. We also had to have a quiz in the Imperial War Museum and they did this little film thing with really scary music, and I was going around with Jemima and we was scared out of our minds because there was bombs going off and there was great big tanks on display and it was all dark and we were just being cowards. And then on Friday we came home. I think it's quite sad that I had a better phone signal in the middle of Wales than I did in the middle of Manchester. The first thing we did when we arrived at MMU was ask for the Wi-Fi. How do we get onto the Wi-Fi? Cooking our evening meals was an adventure. Some of the essential ingredients were missing. We had actually ordered them, but they were still missing. So we had to improvise for the whole week. Every evening we had a team challenge, and one of my favourites was dressing up our main leader as a superhero, and Harry is now called Mr. Guitarman. Our other evening activities included destroying a shoe and doing some wrapping. Not wrapping as in presents, wrapping as in songs. There was a time when things weren't fine, when the greys were all dirty, the elderly weren't perky. We're on NCS, we've been sleeping less, we're on wave 3, helping to improve the community. We're gonna help the oldies and we're gonna have some parties. We've been cleaning up greys and we've been working like slaves, because we're on NCS, we've been sleeping less, we're on wave 3, helping to improve the community. I can't do that. I have just lost all the dignity I have ever had. You're welcome. YouTube, you're welcome. Doobie doobie doo 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 doobie doobie doo doo doo.